Hey there, friends. Happy Monday to you. Here we are on the eve of my Artist Works Flat Picking Academy launch. At least for all of those early bird VIP registrants. The official launch is in 1 week. So celebrating here and giving everyone an additional resource for once you get in there and work on all those songs and tunes in my curriculum on the Flat Picking Academy, you can keep coming back to this jam to have opportunities to jam on them. So the idea with the Play Along Jam, as most of you know, is just to let it all go and give you a chance to practice what you're working on, and also to just kind of like forget about your arrangement, maybe forget about the notation you're looking at, and let it go and just jam. So there's going to be lots of folks hitting me up over the course of the Artist Works Academy. I've already done 11 video exchanges for beta testers who were checking out the site this week and last week. And lots of folks are going to be asking questions about particulars of the arrangements and particulars of, kind of the way I'm teaching you the song or the way I'm teaching you the tune. And all along the way, I'm giving you the tools to create your own arrangements and just understand what's happening with the music. So again, the Play Along Jams, for those of you who are interested in the Artist Works course, are going to be an excellent resource for you to kind of like work on the tune, get your arrangement down, do whatever you're doing, and then come on over and let's just jam on it and put away the notation, put away the tablature, And the way the course is designed is to give you the opportunity to learn everything by ear. I kind of coach you through everything note by note in the videos, so the tablature isn't even necessary. But I know a lot of folks like having the tablature as an additional resource, and lots of us are visual learners, and it really helps to learn. But by the time you're at the jam, you've put the notation away. That's the long way of saying that. Okay, I'm gonna double check on the live stream here, and then we will get to it. So, looking at the Facebook page, and we are live on Facebook. I am on location here in Lafayette, Colorado, at the house of my friend Todd McMillan. And Todd is a musical friend and he's my river dad. He's my Papa McMillan. And we've done some river trips together, and Todd actually plays my dad in the music video for Guitars and Trains. So if you've seen that music video, you've seen this house and you've seen Todd. And a little crooked I see. And if you haven't seen that video, right after this Play Along Jam, you're going to watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. It was the first single from my album, which came out just about a year ago. Trying to have a good time. Okay, I have spoken enough and set this up in fine detail. So we're going to get to a song here called Worried Man Blues. And again, every single song and tune in the set list tonight on every tempo is taught in my Artist Works Flat Picking Academy. And hopefully we're not just all guitar players here. I love having the banjo players and all the other instruments at the play along. That's the point. So I'm going to do this just like I usually do. You're going to have that resource, those of you who are studying with me on Artist Works, you'll have the resource to learn all the ins and outs of the song. I teach a kickoff, I teach the melody, I teach the chord changes, I teach how you can approach it in lots of different ways, and a sample guitar break, licks that relate to the chord changes, etc. I teach these things extensively. But again, here I'm going to do the same format that I usually do, where I just give you a brief kind of coaching on the song, a brief reminder of how it goes, and then we just play it. So, Worried Man Blues goes like this, in the key of G. A 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 4 and a 4, 4 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1, to the 5, 5 and a 1. So I'm going to find my click track here, and I'm reaching over a little bit. Let's see if I can get this a little closer. Okay, I'll get my click track. Let's see if this is a good level. Sounds about right. So we're at the slow tempo jam here. We're taking everything nice and slow. And the way I conceive of the click is on the backbeat. A 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's how I would count you in, and here's how I might kick off this song today. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Okay, so go ahead and get yourself ready, take a breath, and kick us off here on Worried Man Blues in the key of G. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm a worried now, but I won't be worried long. Here's the first verse. I went down the river, I lay down to sleep. I went down the river, I lay down to sleep. I went down the river, I lay down to sleep. When I woke up, I had shackles on my feet. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Now I'm gonna play it. Links of chain all around my leg. 21 links of chain all around my leg. 21 links of chain all around my leg. And on each link is the initials of my name. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Now you play it. So again, this means we're ending the song like a foot kick in a jam circle, but you can't see my feet, so I do this. And if I was to do a tag, I would do something like that. Okay, fun. Worried Man Blues, a nice slow tempo. And next we have Banks of the Ohio. And it is also in the key of G. Now, here's an interesting thing for those of you who are in there already. Maybe some of you are the beta testers who have already been kicking the tires on the course, so to speak. And many of you who have already signed up will gain access tomorrow. And you'll notice that I do this song in the key of C, but I also teach you to transpose. And most bluegrass players already know how to transpose. But part of the point of this is that I'm listing all the songs in the key that I'm doing them today because I'm leading the jam, right? And that's the way it's going to be no matter where you go. Whoever is leading the song is going to call the key, and you got to know how to transpose if you're used to playing that song in a different key or a different chord position. So Banks of the Ohio in the key of G, it goes like this. And a 1 and a 5 and a 5 back to 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 5 and a 1. Okay. And if I'm kicking it off, I might go something like a 1, 2, 3. And that's just kind of the version of the melody that I'm just kind of winging right now. There's a very particular arrangement out of C position that I teach you in the course because this is kind of my intro to cross picking. Okay, so you got that melody in your head, and you're going to kick us off now on Banks of the Ohio in the key of G. Here we go. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Take a walk, just a walk, a little way. As we walk, dear, may we talk all about our wedding day. Only say that you'll be mine. In our home we'll happy be, down beside where the waters flow, on the banks of the Ohio. I got it. I took her by her lily white hand, dragged her down that bank of sand. There I throwed her in to drown, and watched her as she floated down. Only say that you'll be mine. In our home we'll happy be, down beside where the waters flow, on the banks of the Ohio. Now you play. One more chorus. Only say that you'll be mine. In our home we'll happy be, down beside where the waters flow, on the banks of the Ohio. All right. Lots of more verses in that song, of course, and it's just a delightful chorus and a delightful melody, but a really gruesome story once you get into the verses. So I figured I would skip most of that. Kind of like You Are My Sunshine. Have you heard all the verses to You Are My Sunshine? It's very dark, but the chorus, without any of that context, is quite lovely and kind of and adoring, right? Okay, let's check in on everyone. How are you all doing? All right. Over here in YouTube, Sandy DeVera in Bakersfield is here with the banjo and the dobro. Thank you, Sandy, for always being here. And Sage Helperman on the Helperman Tube, always being here as well. Good to see you, Sage. Seeing Sage at some concerts lately. Kevin Steinbeck. All right, thank you. I'm excited as well for the artist's works. Tyler Reese, 2 Tylers so far. All right, best name around. That's right. And Chuck Scarsown from East Tennessee. All right. Sorry if I'm butchering your last name there. Scarsown. Hi there, Chuck. Thanks for picking along. Blake Addison from Lithia Springs, Georgia is back. Blake is a regular playing the bass. Thanks for being here. And my favorite love song, yeah. It's kind of like Down by the River by Neil Young. It's a metaphor, right? These murder ballads are metaphors. Not to be taken literally. Steve Bernard, thanks for being here. And Kevin is in State Road, North Carolina. Okay, checking in Facebook land. Daniel McPartland in Richmond, Virginia. Nice to see you, Daniel. James Hanaway, jamming along in New Jersey. Hello, Jem. He always has some good requests for us. Colin Burns in the UK. All right. And John Keegan is on the banks of the Ohio. Up in Buffalo, right? And John, I got your request, but this being the Artist's Work special, I'm gonna do that next time. I'd rather live by the side of the road. Thanks for sending that request, and I will get that on the next set list. Rob Haas on the double bass in Delaware. All right. Bill Oakley and Deb Pavick. All right. Thanks, Deb. Saw Deb in Durango last week. And Leonard Greco in Portland, Oregon. And ready to get going on Artist Works. Awesome. Well, so am I. For those of you who are signed up, I look forward to communicating with you on some video exchanges and the forums. I love the interactive nature of Artist Works. And people hit me up about lessons all the time, and I haven't really had time for private lessons because I'm so workshop oriented these days. So Artist Works is a wonderful compromise. where you'll get some direct attention and some direct pointers from me, and I can look at what you're doing and offer advice. But it's all the courses are there. So that it's like flipping the classroom as they do these days, where kids in school will study the materials on their own and then get together with the teacher for modules and one-on-one help with the concepts. So that's kind of what Artist Works is like. Okay, and moving on to Miss McLeod's Reel. This is a tune that I teach in the key of G on Artist Works, and I'm just gonna kind of scat the melody for you as best I can and sing you the changes. Most of you who have been here know this tune by now. So it goes in the key of G, and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and a 5, and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1, 4, 4 and a 5 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and 5, 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1, 4, 4 and a 5 and a 5, da da da, 4, 4 and a 5 and a 1. Hop high ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather when the wind don't blow. So the chord changes are the same throughout, and the melody is just slightly different on the A part and the B part. And the A part is just kind of a nice, pretty straight ahead version of the major scale. What I mean is a pretty straight ahead use of the major scale, a derivative of a G major scale. Okay, so on the instrumentals at the Playalong Jam, I kick them off. And you'll notice this is an instrumental heavy set just because I'm getting to a lot of the tunes again that I teach on the course. But there's all these songs in there as well, because I think learning the song melodies is equal, if not more important, than learning the tune melodies. And I'll elaborate more on that as we go. So let's see if this tempo's good. Okay, so here's a nice slow tempo version of Miss McLeod's Reel. And on Artist Works, you have this little dial. You can speed up and slow down the video itself. So if there's examples that are going by too quick, you can just turn them down, and that's a neat feature. And you might have the capabilities of doing that on YouTube as well. I'm not sure. Maybe after the fact on the archives. But anyway, here we are at 76 beats per minute, which is slow for this tune. And if you're working your way up to it, that's fine. Take your time. So here we go. Give it your best shot, and I'm going to kick us off on Miss McLeod's Reel, and let's play it twice through. So I'll play it all the way through, 2 A's, 2 B's. You play it all the way through, 2 A's, 2 B's. I'll play it again, 2 A's, 2 B's. You play it again, 2 A's, 2 B's, and then you play a tag at the end, okay? 2 times each. Here we go. Miss McLeod's Reel. I'm going to kick it off. Okay, we did it. Fun, fun. So the tunes, of course, there's variations in the chorus and ways to approach that as far as single note variations. And remember, I've mentioned this several times on the jam before, that you can make variations without changing the notes, just with the feel and with maybe grabbing a couple harmony notes from the chord shape, you know, adjusting your shuffle, playing a little louder, playing a little softer. Those are all different types of variations that don't require any change of the notes of the melody. Okay, Wayfaring Stranger in E minor. I'm not sure if we have ever done this on the Playalong Jam. I've gone a little sharp, so give me a moment to tune up. So my version of Wayfaring Stranger is versions of this song. And I guess my version is kind of like what you would call the modern standard version. Kind of the same version that you would hear, you know, Tony Rice or Emmylou Harris has a cut of this that actually Tony plays the guitar on. It's pretty clear. And there's a cool Johnny Cash version I've heard. But this is not the Bill Monroe version. You know, there's different versions throughout history of this song. So let me kind of show you what we're doing here. In the key of E minor and A1 minor. Da, 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 da. You go to the 4 minor, A minor. Da, da, back to the minor 1. Back to the minor 1. Da, 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 da. Back to E minor. And then the chorus goes up to a C major chord. So that would be the 6 major in the key of E minor. But we're kind of like going to the key of G for a minute. So this would be the 4 of the key of G, and then to the key of G, back to the 4 C, and then you go back to that B7, which brings you back to E minor. So for that chorus, I'm going there. You're kind of in the key of G, which is the relative major of E minor, with a 4-1, and then another 4, and then that B7, which is the 5 of your E minor. Only going over Jordan, and then your minor 4, 5, and 1. So there you go. And I'm just keeping it straight on the E minor chord. A lot of these versions that you hear kind of adopt the summertime approach with those kind of changes, and that's totally fine. If you got those down, go ahead and play them. And they work just fine over an E minor static chord. But I'm just going to play it straight. And what you would do for the kickoff is just play through the A part. But I think once we get into our breaks, let's play the A part and the B part so you have time to play the entire melody, because that's part of the exploration here. So let me see about a tempo here. This is definitely a slow song. So we're going to back it way down. So my kickoff is just going to be basically the melody of the verse, which is a 1, 2, 3. Okay, And then, like I said, when we go to the breaks, we'll play all the way through the song form, onto that C chord and the G chord, etc. So I'll take the first break as usual, but you're going to kick us off just on the verse like I did. Okay. Here we go. Kick us off on Wayfaring Stranger in the key of E minor. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There'll be no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I got it. I know dark clouds will gather o'er me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Play it. traveling through this world below. There'll be no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Okay. Another cool, creepy cool version is the Stamps Quartet. Have you checked that one out? With J.D. Sumner singing the melody in his bass voice. It's from the Buck Owens Show, and it's on YouTube. It's like Buck Owens Show episode number 68 or something like that. Anyway, check that one out also. Okay, Wayfaring Stranger. That is just a lovely song. And then we've got Bury Me Beneath the Willow in the key of E. So I'm going to be C position, capoed up. This is a song that, you know, like I said, all these songs I teach in the course, and it's all part of one context or another. Like Wayfaring Stranger is a song in a minor key, which there really aren't that many songs in minor keys in this style, right? And Bury Me Beneath the Willow is a good old 1-4-1-5 song with a very standard kind of melody, or a melody that behaves in a standard way and has certain moves that relate to lots of other songs in this chord position on the guitar. And really on any other instrument, you know, you would make these same relationships. But this is one that I get into for chord melody, or melody strum as I call it, and cross picking. And it's just a good old song, and it goes 1 and 1 and a 4 and 4, 1 and 1 and a 5, 1 and 1 and 5 and a 1. I might kick it off like this. Just a delightful melody, and again, like when you learn these melodies, realize how closely they relate to lots of other song melodies. And it might be disguised by the key you're in or the chord shape, you know, but really understand the melody itself as it relates to the major scale, and you'll find those connections. Okay. In the key of E, go ahead and kick us off on Bury Me Beneath the Willow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My heart So she will perhaps we She told me that she dearly loved me. How could I believe it untrue? Until the angel softly whispered, she has proven untrue to you. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps she'll weep for me. Play. Last chorus. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps she'll weep for me. Okay. I skipped the last verse because we got to get through the rest of the program here. And when you're learning these songs, make sure you kind of every now and then go reference the original and realize how much the song has evolved. Listening to the Carter family version of this song, it's like, bury me under the weeping willow, under the weeping willow tree. There's like some crooked bits to it, and it's bury me under the weeping, you know. Songs evolve, songs change. So that's kind of like the modern standard version, I guess you could call it. All right. Jimmy Brown, the Paperboy, also known as Jimmy Brown, the Newsboy. And this will be in the key of F. And this is one of the first songs that I teach in the course because the chord changes are very simple and the melody is very simple. And it's a great place to start for working up the framework of how to approach arrangements in a melody strum and cross-picking style, and also just to work on strumming the rhythm, right, on a 1 chord and a 5 chord, because that's all that this song does. So the curriculum goes from beginner